player he reminds me of with one exception, which is the shoulders, the sort of sense of a middleweight boxer, the pugnacious talent that everyone talks about him. Reminds me of Rooney. You know, this ability to find space, to have an unbelievable level of sort of technical ability, to have a range of passing, to manage to combine being really intelligent and switched on at the one hand, but instinctual on the other. Looking at everything, it really reminds me of Rooney. But rather than at the moment when Everton sold Rooney to Manchester United, it's like someone got in and Everton sold Rooney to Barcelona or to Real Madrid because we've got in ahead of Bayern Munich.
Yeah, he sort of looks a bit like there's a street footballer in there, isn't he? The way he sort of moves, the way he carries the ball, the way he's happy to figure things out. I think one thing that Kev mentioned on that show was about he'll play like crosses with the outside of his right foot and stuff like that, because he sort of figures out that it's the most efficient way of doing things, which is what kids do on a you know, in someone's backyard in a cul-de-sac on a footy pitch or whatever. That's how they play football. They'll sort of go, well, I'll need to get rid of the ball quickly, I'll do the best thing and I want to score. And that's how he looks to me when he plays, and it's so exciting. I think the beyond excited thing was spot on, because it's the most exciting transfer we've quite possibly ever made.
Biggest transfer in our history.
Biggest transfer in our history.
It is.
And not just money-wise and profile, I would say.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm of the opinion that before this was probably Thiago, but he was also 29.
Yeah.
He was 30 million quid. This is the thick end of 100 million more, and 7 years younger.
Yeah.
This is a player who could be a mainstay at Liverpool for the next sort of 10 years or so, and that is just so unbelievably exciting. It's fair play to everyone who's managed to get into this position to make this kind of thing possible, because it's the kind of thing that people have been unhappy we haven't been doing for a while, and now we've done it, and we've not done it yet, but it's looking incredibly likely, and it's a great way for us to all enjoy football, isn't it?
It's a great way to look forward, I think, to the new season. To me, with it, Mick, you know, the thing I like about it is there's no hiding places, and the manager won't want any hiding places. The manager's possibly going to break a British record for a transfer, or the club are, whilst he's the manager. And we all know he's going to sit in front of the first press conference and say, well, this is why our standards are here, so therefore we've got to do this. He's not going to go, well, it might take him a bit of a time to transition in and do this or this. He's going to sit there and he's going to go, no. The fact of the matter is, we are the champions. We've gone and bought this, lads. By then we'll have bought other players. The first time he does his first pre-season press conference, and he is going to say, so the standards are here and we've got to go and match them. And that is also, for me, really exciting.
Yeah, I think we've seen it from the first year of Arne Slot.
The first interview.
The first interview, because I think you could say, you could come in and you could be, we've got a big job because Jurgen's just left. The squad's still good, but it's going to be not a struggle, but we're going to be up there and around. But his first kind of thought was, no, I want to go and be up there and win stuff. And that was kind of from that moment on, we knew that this fella doesn't take any shit, and that's kind of what we've seen for the rest of the season. So, no, massive. And I think just on the Wirtz stuff, I think Rooney's a good shout. I was trying to Coutinho-esque, but I was thinking maybe a hard Coutinho, but a hard Coutinho is probably Rooney, innit? In essence, but no, just the way he carries the ball, coming from the left hand side into the central areas, it's just so exciting. And with succession planning for not directly for Salah, but in terms of him being 22, Salah's coming. He's got 2 years left now, but in terms of succession planning for when Salah leaves in probably 2 years or maybe 3 years if he gets another extension, and Wirtz is 24, 25, he's going into the sweet spot where he's the fella you want to be building the team around, and it's just so exciting.
It seems like the idea of building a team around, and that's what the manager has wanted. Yeah. The language to me, and it's come through now in a little bit of the German stuff that's come out the last couple of days after the international, is that Arne Slot has said to him, you're central to what we're going to do. I think central's the key thing here. I still don't know whether or not at times he might be central like a number 9 or a false 9, or central like an attacking midfielder, but I just don't think that matters maybe to Wirtz even that much. That's a tactical decision. I think the key thing for him is central. If he'd have gone to Bayern, it'd have been him or Musiala playing through the middle, whereas at Liverpool, we know if the manager decides he's getting picked this game where Sabozlai's been playing, that's where he's playing. If he's getting played where predominantly Diaz has been playing, that's where he's playing, but it's through the middle.
It's been the most interesting element of it for me, is that how they seem to have managed to sold the whole project to him in a way that, by the sounds of it, Vincent Kompany didn't even attempt to. Yeah. It was sort of just like, you're German, we're Bayern Munich, come play football here, you'll have a nice time. Whereas Slot sounds like he's gone in armed with a 300-page book, 25,000 slide PowerPoint and all kinds, and gone, this is what you're doing, this is what we're going to do, this is where he's going to do. There was a ball he played.
I hope it ends with a picture of the European Cup.
There was I don't know if you watched Germany-Portugal the other night, but there was a ball he played in and he just sort of dinked into the back post. And I was looking at it like, you know the way Salah plays balls to the back post? It was like that, except Mohamed Salah would have been on the end of it. And you're just watching it, you're a bit like, oh, okay, that's right. I mean, Coutinho played one of them. The brief period that Coutinho and Salah played together, there's a goal at Leicester where Coutinho sort of manages to manipulate the ball in a way that you couldn't really figure out how he did the back post, and Salah manages to he gets a header on at the back post, I think.
Yeah,
it's a bit like, how's that happened? And it opens that up, and it's a bit like, I just look at how you're going to defend all of these players. And, you know, there's still murmurings of a number 9, for example, but if you put another one of them in, and you've got Wirtz, you've got Salah, and then you've got Frimpong and Kirkes on overlaps, you've got Szoboszlai there, you've got McAllister, you've got
Gakpo.
It's getting to the point where you're going to be a fool to try and beat us, aren't you? Like, honestly, you know, I mean, if you try and come at Liverpool and they've got that at the other end of the pitch, you're in big trouble.
Yeah.
I mean, you're in trouble anyway at the minute. We're the best side in the country, but if you're at that into the mix, then.
But I think with it, and this is why the excitement is right to be there. The other thing is, he wants to graft as well, but also you get the impression he wants to win.